The Los Angeles Rams are looking to, let's face it, get back to the promised land, find a way to get back to the Super Bowl. And, obviously I think they're a team that clearly has a chance. I mean, Sean McVay did wonders with Matt Stafford and company. They just, honestly, it was a very impressive year that they had. And honestly, I feel like they could take a huge, I don't even want to say a step forward, because they're going to be another tough team again this year. So, especially with Aaron Donald and company back. So we'll go ahead and we'll start to get back into it in terms of their schedule. So we'll jump right into it. This is our 2022 Los Angeles Rams schedule prediction. So we start off week 1 here, taking on the Buffalo Bills. This honestly is going to be a really good game. I don't care what anybody says, because overall this is going to be one of those games. You've got two really good teams. Honestly, this could have been the Super Bowl last year, like for real, when you consider the fact that, I mean, the Bills are always right there, but overall, you got a game that starts on Thursday night here on September 8th. This is at home for the Los Angeles Rams, and game starts at 6:20. I believe that is Eastern time, if I remember correctly. But overall, big-time game, big-time stuff. I'm sorry, that's Pacific Daylight Time. It's 5:20 Pacific Daylight Time at SoFi Stadium. Anyway, so you kick off the week here, the NFL season here, big time win. I think they get a close win over the Buffalo Bills, even though the Bills, they might see them in the Super Bowl. This legitimately might be a Super Bowl matchup this year. Week 2 at home against the Atlanta Falcons, also another win here. I think the Falcons really depends on how fast Desmond Ridder comes along, but I really do like his chances down the line. I just think that the Falcons clearly, I just ate breakfast, do need to get a little bit more in line before anything can happen. Week 3 at the Arizona Cardinals here at State Farm Stadium. I believe this is the first conference game of the year out of that NFC West, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, you talk about going in Arizona. This is going to be tough. I know this first game, though, I think they do get a win, mainly because Duke Hopkins isn't playing. Now, I do think that Hollywood Brown will be able to pick up some of that slack up, but I do think this is a win, and the Rams start out 3-0. Week 4 at San Francisco. Now, I had my reservations about this one, but I do think they split games here on the year with the 49ers. When you talk about, yes, I know they're going to figure out their quarterback position, what they want to do, but overall, I really like the Rams' chances later on down the road. But we'll give them their first L of the year. They start out 3-1 before heading week 5 to the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys, I don't know. The Cowboys are going to be tough overall. I just feel like they shock a lot of teams here. By the way, that 49ers game is a Monday Night Football game. Starts at 5:15 Pacific Daylight Time, and then the game against the Cardinals starts at 1:25 Pacific Daylight Time as well. So then I just want to give you guys times there. Week 5, 1:25 Pacific Daylight Time against the Dallas Cowboys at SoFi Stadium. The Cowboys, I just feel like they're going to eke one by here against the Rams. Do think it's going to be really interesting overall, but I do think they get it done. Week 6 for the Rams at home against the Carolina Panthers here. I think they get back in the winning column and head into their bye week 4-2, and want some more. So I really do think this is a good spot for them. Week 8 at home at SoFi Stadium against the San Francisco 49ers. I think this is a big time win. Then they go on the road against Tampa Bay. Also get a win there. Both those games start at 1:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time for the one against the 49ers, and then 1:25 Pacific Standard Time against the 49ers. Week 10 at home back here. Here we go. I feel like this is going to be a good game against the Arizona Cardinals here, but, at home, this is when I think they'll have Duke Hopkins back. The Cardinals will be wanting to prove something. I feel like the Cardinals will take an L. The Rams will take an L here at home against the Cardinals, and I think, still they're looking good at 6-3 heading into week 11 against the New Orleans Saints. I think this is a win against the Saints as well. 10 o'clock a.m. at Pacific Standard Time in New Orleans. That's the biggest thing here. So I'm excited overall for this game, but big questions about Jameis and everybody there, but I do think the Rams get a win in week 11. Week 12 at the Kansas City Chiefs here. This could have been the Super Bowl as well last year. So Arrowhead Stadium, 1:25 p.m. Pacific Standard Time starting time here. Really excited about this game. Two premier quarterbacks, two teams that I think will make large or deep playoff runs, So am excited for this game, but I think they take an L against the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead. Week 13 against the Seattle Seahawks. Yes, win. Give me that W at SoFi Stadium. The Seahawks are going to be tough later on down the line when they figure out that quarterback situation. I think Pete Carroll is the guy to keep continuing to be that outlier at head coach, but 1:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time starting time there. Week 14 at the Las Vegas Raiders. At home against the Las Vegas Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to be tough, and I think that they are going to be in. They're going to be closing the season mode, making sure they close up a couple of key wins against tough opponents to be able to make the playoffs. So I think the Raiders are going to be firing on all cylinders. So I love it. I think that the Raiders get a win in Los Angeles. That's big time stuff. And then the Rams go on the road at Lambeau Field against the Green Bay Packers. I think they close out the season on a 4-game winning streak here. I think this is going to be, I'm sorry, I believe they're mowing out there. So, but anyway, I think you're going to be kind of enjoying a one last month here of winning at Green Bay on Monday Night Football, 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here. So, overall interesting, and then you're back home at home against the Denver Broncos, SoFi Stadium, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time start time there, and then you're at home, but not really, at SoFi Stadium again against the Los Angeles Chargers, 5:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time there. This is, I think this is going to be one of those interesting games because I do think the Chargers will be in win now mode, but overall the Rams are just going to be tough. Going to be a great game all around. Either way, the game could go either way. I'm excited for it though. Then finally, Week 18 at Seattle at Lumen Field. Listen, none of these Week 18 matchups have any times yet. I think it's mainly because the NFL might want to push up games, but I'm not sure. We'll see how that all unfolds, but I do think they go into Seattle and they get a win there and really close out the season on a strong note and end the season at 12-5, wanting some more. They could easily win their division. They could easily be second. It'll be really interesting to see what happens with the 49ers because the 49ers are always tough, but overall Arizona's interesting too. So I think overall this division is tough, but the Los Angeles Rams, I think they've got a lot of good things going for them. They got a lot of the major guys back, and I'm excited for it. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. Greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Los Angeles Rams, or our Los Angeles Rams 2022 schedule and record prediction.